The left-wing gender insanity being pushed on our children is an act of child abuse. Very simple. Here's my plan to stop the chemical, physical, and emotional mutilation of our youth. On day one, I will revoke Joe Biden's cruel policies on so-called gender-affirming care. Ridiculous. I will sign a new executive order instructing every federal agency to cease all programs that promote the concept of sex and gender transition at any age. I will then ask Congress to permanently stop federal taxpayer dollars from being used to promote or pay for these procedures and pass a law prohibiting child sexual mutilation in all 50 states. It'll go very quickly. Furthermore, I will support the creation of a private right of action for victims to sue doctors who have unforgivably performed these procedures on minor children. The Department of Justice will investigate Big Pharma and the big hospital networks to determine whether they have deliberately covered up horrific long-term side effects of sex transitions in order to get rich at the expense of vulnerable patients, in this case, very vulnerable. I will ask Congress to pass a bill establishing that the only genders recognized by the United States government are male and female, and they are assigned at birth. Under my leadership, this madness will end. Thank you very much.
Okay, so our president-elect Trump has spoken and he says, look, day one, this is what I plan on doing. Now, before I jump into my feelings on this clip, I must say a lot of people are out here boohooing about the fact that Trump won. And my family, they don't even live in America and they're still like, oh my God, I can't believe that Trump won. At the end of the day, you know what? The votes came in and he won. Majority of the people want him in office. So let's just kind of deal with it, right? That's just how I feel about it. I feel like I'm the type of person, I want to always focus on the positives in the situations, not the negatives in the situation. So I can humbly say I wanted Kamala Harris to win, but she didn't win, and that's perfectly fine. And now moving on, right? Moving on to Trump and his policies that he plans on implementing day one in the office. Now, for me, I feel like this is a good thing. Reversing this whole clusterfuck of whatever is going on with the children and the children being able to change organs at an early age and all of this clusterfuck that's been really going on. I look forward to Trump organizing that stuff so that we don't have it, right? Because even though I do support the LGBTQIA community, I do feel as though children should be protected, should be a protected group of people that until their brains are fully developed shouldn't be doing any form of surgery. Like for me, even plastic surgery, I think there should be a certain age limit on people, the young girls who want to go and get their bodies done, get their breast implants, want to go get their butt injected. I feel like there should be an age limit on that. I just feel like children should be a protected group of people, a protected youth, and I don't feel like they should be exploited until their brains are fully developed. So when your brain is fully developed in your mid to late 20s and you decide that, hey, this is what I want to do, then go ahead. You've made that conscious decision. But making these decisions at 16, 17, 18, I just feel like it's not appropriate for them to do that. And for the transition that they're talking about, they're making these decisions even earlier, right? But I just feel like this is what I'm looking forward to in the Trump administration. There are things that are going to be very disappointing that I'm going to have to deal with and swallow and bear. But there are certain things that I do look forward with the Trump administration, and I'm going to sit back and see how everything plays out. But absolutely not as it relates to children and them changing their organs. I feel like kudos to Trump on this one.